going on, you guys? DJ Stokes. We are back here with another video. Today we have a very big box on the table. This actually doesn't even really fit on my table, it's that big. I'm standing because the box is that big. So today we have a brand new 18 channel mixer. Now this mixer is going to be used for the band that I mix and run lights for, and any bigger production that needs that many channels for music or probably live events. So let's get this thing unboxed. This is the Rockville Rpm 1870. It has phantom power, Bluetooth, everything you could ever want. So let's get this thing unboxed and we'll show you what it has to offer. Alright, that took me a while to get open. This is actually another box inside the bigger box. But first off, we have our directions, warranty guide, that kind of stuff. And also, I'd like to mention, I do own quite a few Rockville products. I'm a fan of their stuff. They make really quality stuff. I have my facade is a Rockville, this mixer, and my equalizer in my audio rack is Rockville as well. And I think that's all the Rockville products. But anyway, we've got that. And then underneath the mixer here, we have our power cable. This is an IEC and then just a normal 3-prong outlet for us in the US here. And then in here we have the mixer itself. You guys can see this thing is huge. It's 29 inches long, I believe, or something like that. But I'm going to get this thing out of the styrofoam, put it on the table, and we'll start walking through what it's all about. Alright, so it is out of the box. I've got it sitting here, and wow, this thing is pretty crazy. It was packaged really nice, which is always a great feature. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the camera over here so you guys can see what this is all about, and I'll kind of go through the features, pricing, that kind of thing, and then we'll plug it in and give it a review. Alright, so I'm going to start right here on the back. As you can see, we have the cooling fan right here, and then we have speakers. So these are your left, right, whatever. This is for passive speakers, I believe. I know I'm not going to be using this, I'm just going to be using the balanced outs. You've got your master power and your IEC in, also a fuse, and that's about it on the back. Now let's take a look at the top. Alright, so here is the front of the mixer. Now, this is 18 channels, as you can see. We've got 17 and 18 right here. This is your MP3, but 16 total mic channels right here. Now, each one of these are the same, and they all have their mute button, your solo button, and your normal fader, just like a normal mixer. Now, through here, I'm just going to go over one of these, because like I said, it's all the same. So I'll just go over number 13. Right here you have your pan, you have your effects, because this mixer does have 24-bit digital effects right here. So you have this, and then you have your aux, volume right here, low, low mid, high, high mid, and then high right here. Right here is your pad button, you have your gain knob right here, and then up here you have your inputs. So you have one XLR and two 1/4 inch. This is a balanced, and this is a line in. So you can plug a guitar in, you can plug anything into this. Now what I do think I'm going to grab for this is a snake, so then you can run it up to the stage with just one big cable. Now let's take a look over here on this side. You have your two main master faders right here, and your effects volume, which is really nice, so you can make sure you don't have that up if you don't want it up. Right here we have a 7-band EQ, so you've got all your different EQs and your EQ kills, so if you don't want to use that, you don't have to. This is your limit lights and stuff. I don't really know what they're called, I just call them limit lights. This also has phantom power, excuse me, so you can turn that on and turn that off, and that will put out power to your mics, so if you have like a 57 or something that needs power, you can turn that on. In this section right here, you have your aux, MP3, and then this is all your effects. So you have a list of effects right here, and we can get into that a little more in the future, but this button right here mutes all those effects, so you can turn them right off and on. So like I said, you don't bump them, and that's also right here where you can do a volume. Up here on top, you have your outputs. So you have your main left, main right, and that is in XLR and 1/4 inch, and then you have your unbalanced and balanced and everything. Right here you have your 1/4 inch aux, you have your 1/4 inch return, 1/4 inch headphones, two of those. You have two RCA, these are inputs for the MP3 channels, it looks like. And then right here you have a little screen. Up at top you have a USB slot where you can actually plug in a thumb drive or a hard drive, and then that will record it, or you can play music off of it, stuff like that. And then these buttons right here are all through this, so if you do plug a phone or a thumb drive or whatever you want to plug into there, you can play, pause, record. You can actually record onto a thumb drive, so if you plug a thumb drive into here, you can press record, and it'll record everything that goes out of this mixer, which is a really cool feature, because I might actually try doing that with the band. But that is a brief overview of this mixer. I'm going to plug it in, get it going, and see what it does. Alright, so I just hooked it up to power, and now we are going to flip the switch on the back right here, and this is going to be the first boot up. So there it goes. You can see it shows up here that doesn't have a device on. The fan is a little bit loud, but I'd rather have it cooled down than too hot. I'm going to bring all of my faders down, and these are really nicely sliding faders. And you can see that you have a power button on here. If you press solo, this green light lights up, and you have a solo channel right there, so you can listen to it or whatever you want to do with that. Mute buttons, those all light up, as you can see, which is really handy. I don't believe the pads light up. No, they don't. Phantom power, you've got a light. EQ kill, you've got a light. A mute for your effects, you have a light. And up here, this display lights up. So all really, really nice features on this mixer. So let's get this guy hooked up to something, and I'll plug my phone in, and we'll see how it sounds. Alright, so I got everything hooked up. I have my mics that are coming from this audio rack, the 4 Phoenixes, in this channel right here. Nothing throughout here. I know it's kind of lame, and then I have my one Shure UT4 right there, and then I also have my what the heck is this? The DVD player putting audio into here through this, and I have my EQ going out through there. Nothing's running right now, but you can see. So if I turn this up, and you can see on the EQ that everything's synced up. So now that I've showed you how the music works, this is my mic channel for the audio rack, which I mentioned, and this is the one over here. So I'm going to grab my UT4, I'm going to turn it on, I'm going to raise up my 16th channel and talk, and now you guys can hear me. Now it's not very loud, I still have to tune stuff, but now it is. There you go. And you can see right here on the fader, whatever you want to call it, that I am talking. And when I talk louder, it goes higher. And when I talk softer, it goes softer. So this is pretty cool. So, as I mentioned in the last video, we have this case right here. This case is going to be a home for that mixer. This is going to be in the next video. I'm going to build that mixer into this case, and it should turn out pretty darn cool. But in the meantime, let's go over some pricing and wrap this video up. Alright you guys, so I'm going to turn this bad boy off just because it is a little bit loud with the fan, like I mentioned, but at a gig you're never going to be able to hear that fan because you'll be jamming. But this thing is cool. It is an incredible piece of machinery, and it is something I would recommend for anyone looking to get a mixer for your band, for anything you would like of that nature. This retails at $400 on the dot. It is perfect. It's got everything you need. 16 mic inputs, 2 iPod or whatever you want to call it inputs, aux inputs. You've got your main outs for passive speakers, you've got your mains for powered speakers, you've got headphones, you've got Bluetooth, you've got recording capabilities, 24 effects, and it's just great. Can't wait to bring this out to a gig and start getting to know how to use it more and being able to use it more. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Thank you guys so much for 50 subscribers as well. We're almost to 55. I think we were at 54 this morning when I checked it. So thank you guys for that, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.